Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Legacies of Caine, the Vampire the Masquerade live stream show. Of course, as usual, I am joined with my normal cast of characters, Carpe, Worm, and Jess.
I think I proved with how I started that I'm anything but normal.
Yeah, well, it's fine. 'Tis fine. Of course, we're going to be continuing the adventures where we left off last time. Last time there was a very big explosion, and they got into an epic fight with a Elder Lasombra, managed to defeat him and behead him. Got a head for the low price of free, except for a little blood and pain. Dawn is unconscious and in Torpor, and the rest of you are back at the hotel at least. And things have seemingly quieted down around the hotel, but most folks have left already by now. And the city is already experiencing problems.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, it's random chance.
Yep.
So, why don't we dive back in right where we were? Let's have some people think about how they're feeling. Let's say, like, how people introduce their characters. Well, you know what? Let's start with Jess. How's Dawn doing in all this?
Well, Dawn's napping.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's just napping.
Uh-huh.
She's not aware of shit.
So no strong feelings one way or the other.
No, yeah. I mean, when she wakes up, she might try and, like, murder the first thing she sees, thinking, like, she's still, wherever. So,
But at least
Note
for now.
to self, have
Yeah.
Charles wake her up.
That's how Charles dies. Dawn just fucking strangles him.
It's a plan.
It's an idea.
Nathan, how about you? How are things going with Nathan?
Oh man, I am super pissed. First of all, Federico, or friend, whichever, the good F, didn't tell us enough about the plan and enough about what we were going to be facing to keep Dawn from going into Torpor.
This is highly accurate.
So I'm super pissed. On the other hand, I feel a little bit vindicated because I bit him to death.
Dawn cannot wait to hear about that.
And Dawn is going to be proud of me once she wakes up.
Oh, yeah.
Once she wakes up. It'll eventually happen.
Take you out for a brewski and a prostitute,
Usually.
You both get to drink.
And Emil, how about you? How are things going with Emil?
He is, I mean, I think this is the first big fight he's been, I mean, the fight at the zoo wasn't quite as...
Fighty.
Explodey?
Explosive. Let's go with that. Yeah. And yeah, so he is doing all right. Probably a little shaken, but at the same time he's figuring it out.
I mean, the fight at the zoo was explosive for different reasons.
Yeah. Anyway, but he's also quite miffed at Federico. Good F.
The good F. The good, the bad, and the F.
The good, the bad, and the fugly.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that really describes Federico.
Because he did not have enough time to set up something that could have helped them a whole lot.
I mean, he set up what he thought helped them a whole lot.
Yeah, but he can go and dive underground and never be seen again. We can't. I mean, we could, but, we have a lot more going on than he does.
You're fine.
Alright.
So, yeah. So we are back at the hotel. You have checked in with Walks on Earth. He said he will meet you in New York to perhaps help out Dawn. Most of the people in the hotel have cleared out. You have not checked in with Helena as of yet. 100%. So that's where we're at. We're waiting for her meeting to be complete.
Yep. So shall we go to Francisco's room?
He left. Oh no!
He died.
Oh yeah, Francisco died. Federico. Oh god, it's getting me with the goddamn double Fs. Why do they have to make evil rivals of each other, both named F, and sound similar?
Very shortly, we will be done with both of them and never have to do this again.
Yes. Francisco D. Po.
Going for the cup.
You're going for the cup. All right.
See, and we can't even use their last names because it's DePadua versus Diplona.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not like we could just use their last name. Anyway.
So Francisco's room. You can head for it.
Oh yeah.
Francisco's room.
Is the bloody body from the foyer cleaned up?
Sure.
Cool.
Yes. You were taking care of it. You arranged for that to be taken care of. So it has been managed to be cleaned up pretty decently.
Awesome.
I like how the potentially very important call was marked as potential spam on my phone, but the spam was marked as a normal call. Anyway.
That seems about right for how phones work.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least they're trying. At least they're trying.
So
I'm just happy they're making some progress towards marking spam.
it's like this is not spam though. Anyway, so you can get to his room just fine. It is locked up.
Can we
Master
call
key?
Hakumele or whatever his name is?
Sure. Oh yeah, hi. What can I help you with?
Oh, am I calling him or are you?
I don't know. One of you.
Go for it. You made a connection with him.
Yeah. Hey, one of the guests is no longer here, and just wanted to make sure his room was cleaned out.
Oh, I guess since you guys are in charge, I can open up for you.
Yep.
All right, I'll be right there. What room number? Insert room number here.
Yep. Give room number.
Okay. Let's say it's like 405. Sure. So Hakamele will come up and bring the key for the master key. And he can let you into the room. So, Francisco's room is pretty barren of a lot of stuff. He apparently didn't bring a lot of things. You see no sign of anything large that would contain a cup. Just for a quick glance around.
Shall we investigate?
You could.
I think there's a role for that.
Perception investigation? Or intelligence investigation?
Perception, we'll say. All right.
Oh.
I'm also gonna roll. Whoa.
Okay. All right. You'll both take a look around, kind of investigating the room. Yeah, you find that like there are things here that looks like he has left here, like he intended to come back to the room, but there isn't a lot in the room itself. And, like, looking around, you kind of get frustrated that, like, there's nothing hidden. Though, you'll eventually find that, you'll, like, look at, like, he left, a little bit of, like, a few changes of clothes. And looking through all the changes of the clothes, Nathan, you are going to find a hidden pocket in one.
Cool. What's in the pocket?
There are two things. There are two keys. One seems to be looks to be a safety deposit box. And the other seems to be to some kind of locker.
Okay. Are there any safety deposit type boxes or lockers at the hotel? Like
they probably have
something?
They probably have a safe system at the hotel.
Okay.
This key might be to it, but hard to say. It is a high-end hotel, so they probably have like expensive hide stuff safes that you can get from them.
Why don't you see if Hakumele can help you use one of these to open something in the hotel?
We're gonna do a
Sure.
Harry Potter.
What does my
Nathan's
3
gonna
get me?
code juice into him. We're gonna go into a bank.
I gave him
Does
that
my
because
three
he
get
got
me
a 10 in there and no ones, basically.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. The room was otherwise...
Oh, I see. I see, because it was more like it was a hidden difficulty, basically.
Yeah, it was a hidden difficulty. There was the general search a room and find out, hey, there's actually really nothing here except for some clothes and a few small items that most people would carry around. And there was the hidden difficulty of, oh, hey, there's a secret pocket in one of these.
Yeah.
Got it.
Very well. I will check this out.
Okay. Hakumele's probably still hanging around. He's like, oh, I guess he left his clothes here. Oh, now what do we do with this? Guess my employer would want to have some of this stuff. Clean it up.
Yeah, I think...
Or dispose of it. He's gonna kind of like
Could
take
always
a look
put
at
it
one
in
of
Lost and Found.
Who put something from a vampire's room in Lost and Found? That's a bad idea. Next thing you know, someone's looking for a blood vial. Besides, the prince will want to probably have some of this stuff. It's just left over. Maybe there's something important here, maybe not.
What article of clothing was the hidden pocket in?
A suit jacket.
Is it a nice suit jacket?
It's a pretty nice suit jacket.
Is it nicer than my suit jacket?
I'd say equivalent in niceness.
Okay, well then I don't need it.
It's probably better than the most suit jackets that your allies have, but that's besides the point.
No, if they want it, they can take it.
I mean, if you offer it, I might. My brain doesn't go to take the suit jacket from the guy's room.
It's like, this is a very nice suit jacket. I'm just gonna... there we go. Now I look spiffy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to offer it to you because my mind doesn't go to... Well, I don't want this, but do you?
Is there any sort of safe system in the hotel?
For expensive things? Yeah, we got something.
You know if any of the vampires checked anything into those?
I think a few individuals might have checked some things in, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not usually in charge of that portion of stuff when it comes to the hotel.
Very well. I will check this out myself then.
Yeah. Okay, you can head to the kind of like a little area where there seems to be a number of safes in a room. Each room, of course, probably has their own private safe.
Yeah, they always have a room safe, especially in any slightly nicer hotel.
But these seem to be like locked into a room that's like kind of like it's next to the security room. Actually, it was you always thought it was a closet. Apparently, no, it's not a closet. It's like the extra security room where people like can have like even better safes, kind of thing. So if they have something that even with the safe in their room, they don't necessarily want to keep it in your room for various reasons. That you can keep it locked up deep within security.
I feel like if it's vampire related, that means it's dangerous. Anyway.
Well, I mean, the possibility of danger exists always. Or
I kind of just checked to see if this match.
You still need some stuff with the cameras?
No, actually, I need something in the. I have a key for one of the boxes that was left in a room.
Ah, someone left some stuff here? That's unusual.
Yeah, just wanted to see what it might be.
Oh, let me get you in there. He's gonna pull out a key. The security guard that probably's been hanging around with you every time you're in the security office.
And by the way, I would have held up the key so he could see it. So if he goes, "Oh, that's not
never
our
asked
key,"
him his
he would
name.
have.
Knowing you never asked him his name. So like he learned yours, but he probably mentioned it once and you've probably forgotten.
Wasn't that Hakumele?
No, Hakumele was like a front desk kind of guy. But did work with security. He worked it.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like the vampire link to security.
Yeah.
He was like a higher up ghoul who was in charge of the
Got it.
vampires of the basically he's the head ghoul of the other ghouls from what I understood. The one just,
this is Jim, the security guard. Jim, he probably told you some stories, while you were working that you do not remember at all.
But yeah, Hakumele did often come back to the security room as well, though.
But,
I remember.
Jim's gonna open up the door and let you in, and he's like, what key is it?
Yeah, I would have, showed him the key when I walked in to see, when I was talking about this to see if he, if, it was the wrong key, he would have said something, basically.
Yeah, this looks like one of ours. Okay.
There were 2 keys, though.
Oh, there were 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one that looked to be safety deposit kind of key, and another one that looked to be like a locker key.
Got it. I wouldn't necessarily show him the locker key yet.
Okay. All right. He'll lead you over to one of the boxes. He'll check the number on the key. He'll compare some paperwork, and open up one of the boxes. Inside there seems to be a number of fake IDs for travel. A pile of cash. Looks to be about $2,000 in 20s. There will also be a unopened letter. And there is also a looks to be like a something that would be on a necklace, like an amulet, but it doesn't have any kind of necklace thing.
Okay. Huh. I will take everything and be like, we will see if we can get this back to him.
Good luck to you. If you need anything else in here, well, it's been good working with you. This has been the best job that I've gotten so far. Thanks to you guys, I think we are, I don't know if we're replacing the old security, but we might be able to. Seems the prince likes having a hotel under staff, so to say. You guys arranged for it for us, so, under new employment and all.
It's in my brain,
The
I
opposite
wonder
of
how much this...
ownership.
Yeah, I'm in my brain, I wonder how much this cost Nathan and Cromwell. It's yeah.
He spent Nathan spent months building up the funds to do it, doing heavy investments, just focusing on.
I assume that's what all. I assume that's what all of those finance roles were.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and also not doing anything while you guys were doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You didn't get to wrestle him there.
I did not get to wrestle a bear.
I don't
You're
think
right.
Nathan would want to wrestle a bear. Nathan would be like, I'm good. You know, Dawn, you can take care of
Blam!
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't let that know it ruins
like-
the bear. How
yeah,
am I
you
supposed to make it into a cloak?
You shoot it and you like run over and then you're like, after it's like dead, you're like, "Urgh!" and then try to wrestle it when it's already dead. Like, haha! Look at me.
Okay, take the photo now.
All right.
So generally-
I won.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I take the stuff and I bring it up to Nathan.
Okay.
While he's going off and doing that stuff, I am going to head up to Marie's room
Mm-hmm.
and double check with what's going on there.
Marie. Well, Marie is currently sitting in the room, just staring at the door and seems very excited when you arrive. Ah, Nathan! I was waiting for you. I've been waiting to hear from you. Is it time?
Just about.
I've informed my friend that he should be nearby.
All right.
So, what's the plan?
I have some excellent news for you.
Okay.
I have already gotten my information out of him. Therefore, you are free to do with him as you will.
Are you backing out on helping me, Nathan?
No. I am merely expressing that there is no longer any need for restraint on your part.
Alright, Nathan. Okay. Where are we meeting? When are we meeting? What's his itinerary, since you're the one that seems to have been in charge of most of this stuff and should know this information?
He will be leaving... He was leaving tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay. He will be departing tomorrow, and I believe his flight is... I can get the details on his flight, and we will arrange something as he is en route to the airport.
Good, because if I don't want any problems, problems make me very unhappy.
I can imagine. Problems make me fairly unhappy as well. Unfortunately, with some of my other errands, I've been encountering those myself. So I am happy that this one has become significantly less problematic.
Good. Just kind of give a wry smile and just keep sitting and watching, and just watching you as you leave. In a very,
Okay.
very kind of creepy way.
Yeah, well, at least she's not Charles.
At least she's not Charles. Words to live by. Alright,
All right.
so what's the next plan?
We already told Helena about Mika, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, if she wants to tell what's-his-face, Toodles, about Mika, that's up to her, and they didn't come with Aristotle. So presumably they won't be leaving with Aristotle. Or not Aristotle, Beckett.
Theoretically, they will be leaving separately. You know that currently Aristotle was still in the building. He was the only one of the three of them. Because God, I gotta look up the name quickly. Chris.
Callie was with Francis.
Celestine. Celestine was leaving with Christine.
Right.
Of that kind of group. Tally was theoretically in the meeting with Helena.
With Helena, and that's who I would expect she would let Tally know if she wanted to keep Tally safe.
Yes.
And so Beckett, who's the one that she wants to kill, we should be good.
You should
All right.
We be good, yes.
You know, if nothing goes wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
Big truth. Alright. So, you can then, of course, meet up with Emil,
Cool.
who now has
You can see my disappointed expression
When
that
there
you
is
don't
no
have a
cup.
cup.
Well, not sure. I mean, obviously this isn't exactly what we're looking for, but hopefully it will help, I say. Plopping the box of stuff out of the bed.
All right. $2,000. Sure, you can have that. Fake IDs.
Take it.
We might be able to look into any holding spaces that any of these identities was associated with. Have you opened that letter?
I have not. I do not
Who's it
know...
addressed to?
there's no address on it.
I do not know what... I'll be honest, some of me is a little bit cautious about opening sealed things by elder vampires, as they may have some sort of magics placed on them.
He wasn't Tremere, was he?
No.
All right.
Could have
should
known
be
one,
alright.
though. I take no chance. I don't know enough. I'm like a baby vampire.
Let's see. Do we know anyone who would know who might have Auspex that's still here?
Good question. Would you know anyone that has Auspex? Let me figure out if you might know someone that has Auspex. Let me check a couple folks that you know are still around.
I mean, if you want, I'll open it and deal with the consequences. I just didn't want to do it by myself.
Just checking a few individuals that are still around, that I know are still around. Oh! Aristotle de Laurent. He's Malkavian, and Malkavians, one of their things is Auspex.
Any other possibilities?
There might be directly that you can guess. No, like you can guess by like clan who might have Auspex. Other than that, it's more like maybe Helena has someone that has Auspex, but she's also Ventru, so she would probably not have it, or she would have a very little if she has any.
Right.
You know, it's those that are not your clan disciplines just tend to be less. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not too worried. I just, you know.
All right.
I don't know
then
enough.
Go
Out
for
of
it.
character. At least we're not dealing with fairy stuff. Fairy stuff is always a lot more dangerous.
Yep.
That was out of character. Because fairies can actually do... Because fairies actually have, like, more magic-y magic. Anyway.
Yeah. Go for the letter then.
Anyway, I'll open it up for him.
Okay. You open the letter, and it is written in something that you can't read. It looks to be well, actually, what languages can you speak?
English, maybe Russian.
Right, so the answer would be no, certainly not. It looks like something you think it might be Spanish, maybe?
If it's ancient Greek, you just gotta wake Dawn up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like basically, my character is one of those characters whose grandparents were from Russia, and so he knows a little bit of, but that's like his only other language. But he doesn't speak it fluently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're thinking it might be Spanish. You don't speak Spanish, so...
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, well, as far as I can tell, I'm not, cursed. Can you read, what is this, Spanish?
No. Ryan, can you read Spanish?
Well, I know a little bit, but probably not enough to read a letter. Just learned a little bit of conversational stuff.
Okay. What can you read from this letter?
Oh, Jesus. God. Took this back in high school, dude. Let me see what I can do. Give me a minute here.
I'm going to meantime, like, take a picture of it, and then, like, probably run it through some sort of, writing to, text program, and then run it through Google Translate.
I was just gonna say, don't you have some sort of translation app?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's what I'm working on while Ryan's taking a look
I
at
don't
it.
know why that didn't work when I tried to...
Dang. Oh.
No, I was...
The problem
I see
is
what I
we
did.
all know how great Google Translate is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it'll probably give us a reasonable idea.
Well, it
NLP,
seems as though the
still
person
very
is
developed.
greeting someone else. Oh... I can't really tell a lot here, unfortunately.
Can I make out any names on the letter?
Sure. Give me a second here.
No, just out of character. NLP is one of the definitely things that have a long way to go in programming. NLP is natural language processing.
Yeah.
I just have to figure out which is okay.
Fun fact, though, we have actually created a program that can pass the Turing test. Basically what it does is it basically just completely derails conversations and acts like a 12-year-old, and it's able to fool people. Fun fact.
Let me just see here. Ooh. Huh. Okay, just checking some here. Some numbers. Okay, cool. It's written out to a Melinda.
Would I know of anyone associated with Francisco named Melinda?
Possibly. I don't remember what we rolled to know vampire knowledge. I keep forgetting.
Politics.
Politics.
Yes.
Probably intelligence politics then.
Alrighty. Intelligence. Politics. Yeah, this is what I'm good at.
Okay. Okay, the only Melinda you know about is a regent of the Sabbat.
Hmm.
Regents being effectively the top authority in all of the Sabbat.
So, sort of uber princes.
Yes. Like, the Camarilla has a council of basically elders representing each of the clans. The Sabbat has cardinals who oversee geographical regions, and above them is a regent.
Like a single regent? Like it's the regent of the Sabbat? Or there are several sort of like the council?
They usually are replaced by more of them when they're overthrown by another.
So is Melinda the current regent of the Sabbat?
Yes.
Oh, butts.
You will also realize a connection to something that you have encountered here. Which you didn't think about until now. You met Melinda's sire. Melinda is a Toreador anti-tribute. Helena, the Toreador, who's pretty unaligned, is her sire.
Oh.
So, yep. That's a thing.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So, yeah. Letter addressed there. Oh god, a Google Translate. Yeah.
Basically, just give me the most general gist, because I at least understand how little to trust it.
Okay. It seems to be a first conversation, stating, like, this letter will come to you through another party. I have arranged through a peaceful means. I realize that there will be those that will read this letter in amongst your cabal, but the trusted individual will ensure it will get to you. It is one that is trusted enough to pass through said cabal. I suspect there are things within our organization which are going down. I have been watching Tally and suspect he is up to something. I do not know if it's a betrayal of you, a betrayal of my clan, or his clan. Oh no, it would be my clan because he's Lasombra too. My clan, or some other kind of treachery or plan. Regardless, I have been watching him. I've put into this third party's care an item that I owned. I plan to retrieve it and present it to you later on. I've hidden away a item that I hope to give to you that will prove that you are the one to give it to. Whoever presents this shall receive it from that person. I plan to head to the U.S. to meet with them. She apparently has a meeting with some individuals in New York City.
Yeah.
From there, I will head to Mexico. Interestingly, but probably popular known fact, the regents, Spat have their head stronghold in Mexico City. That is the seat of Sabat power currently.
Yeah. So... Interesting.
So
Very
he
interesting.
gave an important item to someone else to hold on to.
And an
That
item that Francisco has is what needs to be given to in exchange for it.
Okay, here's the gist, because I try to make it like weird and gisty because of it. What you kind of picked up.
Yep.
He gave someone an item that he had that was important that he wants to present to the regent. And he's decided to present to the regent because he's decided it's very important. He had something that represented the person that's supposed to take it from that person, an item that he was supposed to show them that he's put away and will retrieve. Effectively, he's planning on like it's like a two system sending two things from two different directions kind of thing. The person that he gave the item to, it seems to imply that's the same person he was going to give this letter to. Then he was going to separately bring something to the regent at maybe an earlier point in time, because he's like worried about betrayal, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And apparently for good reason, because there's good reason for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's sending an item through this person who can be trusted to the regent.
Yes.
He's also...
He already arranged for that
meeting
person
with-
to have that item. Hadn't arranged for that person to get this letter.
Right. Then he's also meeting someone in New York to give them another thing.
Mm-hmm. It's very vague. On purpose.
I'm trying to figure
I'm
out
assuming,
if both of these are
we're
the...
missing like what objects are, like names of objects would probably be the thing missed most in Google Translate, which is what I assume Tantus is leaving out. So like what things are and their descriptions are probably very weird and jumbled.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they are that, and he probably was vague anyway.
Yeah.
He was vague to begin
But,
with,
like-
and the Google Translate did not make it better.
Yeah.
So, can we tell how many people he was referring to that are going to be involved with this transaction? Him, the regent, the person that he already gave an item to, who is presumably also the person he would give this letter to.
Yes.
Who is he meeting in New York? Is it that same person?
It's hard to tell at that point in time from the language.
Okay.
We need to get someone who speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Wait, does the what's his face who we're gonna get to revive
Walks the earth?
Don
Yeah, walks the earth.
walks the earth? Does he speak Spanish?
He might, but he's
Oh.
already kind of headed out. So
Yeah, he's
No,
already...
I know, but it's like he was like meeting California. He seems to be that area.
So, who is still in Hawaii right now?
Tally, Helena and her party. Theoretically, Marie, Beckett, and Aristotle. Let me see about from the main list. Those are the ones that are hotel related. In Hawaii, most of them have kind of either have their own accord, which are very obvious transitions of travel, or have disappeared. Like, there's a list of people that have just disappeared and you don't know about them. Vasilisa, Victor and his friends, Orson already left and got, like, traveling. Jay has left. Celestine has left.
No, but they were all behind plastic now.
Grimgoff left. Christine left with Celestine. The Mokale is gone. Fangs disappeared. You don't know what happened to him. Most of the princes are gone. Prince of London, Prince of Berlin, Prince of Chicago, all gone. As far as you know, Sabu was still in town. He hadn't left, but he was kind of like, you're not sure what he's doing. Nefertiti, you have no idea about. Matilla and Ellison, the two Nosferatu from Berlin, also no idea about. The Gargoyle should still be around, as Mr. Cromwell's still around. Uar Saken, you have no idea. And let's see here. Vidame and Durgason both left. Lars is with Helena.
The Abomination is still here.
He was leaving with Durgason
or rather,
and Vidame. Yeah, they were going to be leaving before the end of tonight, so they might have already left. They were arranging something to leave. They were heading. The forward.
Abomination and Vidame and Durgason.
Because remember, Durgason is the sire of the Abomination.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
And they were planning on heading for Tokyo.
Right.
With Quiyale for now.
And the Gangrel, we don't know what happened with him. Because he came in and dropped a body and then left.
Yeah. Helena
we don't know
left the hotel, the Toreador Elder, and you don't know what happened to her. The Anarch group left. They left before Prince of Chicago did, just because they are rivals with Horatio Ballard, in a way.
Okay.
Quistamala has left before Walks the Earth did. The Hunters disappeared in the city. The Pentex and Technocrat members went wherever they were going to go. Detective Liebner, he's actually still around. A German detective. He hasn't left yet. As is the man that goes by Nerd. So those are the ones that are remaining in the hotel currently, other than the ones that we mentioned so far.
Okay. So Tally, Helena, Beckett, Aristotle, Marie, Liebner, and Nerg are still in the hotel.
And it's hard to tell who left the island and who not after that. You know of like about, I'd say about 66% of everyone else has left the island. The other 33%, you have no idea.
Got it.
Some may have just moved to a different part of the island. Maybe some just...
They could have arranged their own way off that you don't know about. It's just lack of information.
Okay. I'm just trying to limit...
in a fight and got killed by a vampire.
I'm trying to figure out who could have been the intended recipient of this letter. Or the intended courier. Because it's not our prince.
No.
It's probably not Beckett or Aristotle. Though it could have been. Marie, probably not. Liebner, maybe. Nerg, maybe. Vasilisa, probably not. Fangs, probably not. Sabu, Nefertiti, she's in the Sabbat, right?
Nefertiti is not aligned.
Okay.
The followers of Set are a non-aligned group, like the Ravenos, but the Ravenos have no more power basically because they lost most of their members. So the big independent groups are the Giovanni, followers of Set, and the Assamites.
Okay. So, could be Seken or somebody from Pentex or Technocrats. Could be Helena, the Toreador.
Yeah.
That seems like that would make the most sense. So maybe she has the cup. Great. I really want to.
Helena the
get this-
Toreador makes actually Helena the Toreador. If I don't know how much you have told me about this, but would make a lot of sense, seeing as how she's a sire and could be trusted by the other party.
Yep, that does in fact make sense, but that also means that we need to find a way to get the cup from her. Or whatever it is that Francisco left with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there have been a lot of stirrings in the vampire world as of late, but none of them have come
Not
to
to mention
fruition.
this.
Yeah,
Not
so
to
like,
mention this weird little amulet could also be part of like the trading system.
Yeah.
and he still has a key to a locker somewhere.
Don't. Thing is, we have no idea where this locker could be.
Can you look into where Helena might have gone with your computery stuff?
I could try.
Well, that's better than I can do on the computer.
Fair.
Alternatively, we also need to figure out what to do with this locker key and where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Was she one of the ones where we were not sure if she left? Yeah. Because she just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard, because there's not even a plane flight I could track, you know?
So, my thought is, if she is in fact the intended recipient of the item and or letter, then it makes sense that she would stay around until she received the letter.
Yes.
So she's
I
presumably
wonder-
still on the island somewhere.
I wonder if that place that blew up had something to do with the meetup. The weird backwater hotel?
Possibly, but
if-
there would be no reason for them to be meeting in secret, correct?
Probably not. They probably wouldn't have met in secret. They probably would have met in some place that was... They might... Maybe an actual Elysium within the... within Honolulu, which there are a few places. Or they could have arranged a meeting separately somewhere that, you know... The thing is, Helena herself is not really aligned anywhere, so she probably doesn't want to meet somewhere that particularly would be dangerous to her. She's still a elder. And,
So if the thing blew up and she was there, it would make sense that either she would just run or have come out fighting also.
mhm.
Yes. I'm more worried that perhaps we destroyed it before the meetup. But why do we know why Francisco was even there?
Francisco was lured in there by Federico. Federico left information that he was there coming for Francisco. Basically, he did like a double blind of like, he revealed he was
Right.
there hunting
Okay.
him.
Then I probably wouldn't have been so. But yeah, so that just means he had
she-
no direct connection to that place. Okay.
Yeah, so it probably didn't have anything to do with Helena.
No. But perhaps that's why we don't know where she is right now. if maybe there is a meetup that was planned, perhaps he was going there first. It has something to do with this locker key.
Maybe.
I'll be honest, if the meetup was supposed to happen on the island, that would actually greatly increase the chance that this locker key goes to a locker on the island, which is significantly better than a locker
elsewhere.
Elsewhere. Because I guarantee you, if this locker key goes elsewhere, there's no way we will be able to figure out what it goes to.
I agree.
It either has to be here, some other place that he was working with, such as New York, where he was planning to go next, Mexico City, where he was planning to go after that, or here. If it's not one of those three places, we will never find where it goes.
Do we know if he arrived on a normal flight or on a private flight?
You have no idea.
Because there's usually secured lockers at airports.
There are.
Yes, and that is a thought I had.
Can you look up what those keys look like at this airport?
Sure, you can look it up. It doesn't take long.
Yeah,
It looks like a locker key from the airport.
Oh.
So, we will have to go to the airport. And we have the key. We can do this on our way out.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to deliver a letter of some kind? Are you going to attempt to deliver a letter of some kind, or call it on that end, as we were discussing that a little bit?
Can you figure out anything about the amulet item thing?
That may be a little bit harder, as it is vampire related. It will be much more difficult to find information on.
Then while you are attempting to look it up, how about if I bring this down to Mr. Cromwell and see if he can tell me anything?
Very well.
All right.
Okay, you'll head down to Mr. Cromwell.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Nathan, good to see you again. I was about to pack up and head out myself. You caught me just at the right time.
Ah, thank goodness. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Let's take a look here. Interesting. Yes, I have, but it's been quite a while. This was actually it's a little hard to see it, but this contains the old clan symbol of the old clan Lasombra, back from the days before the schism. As it was both their clan and mine, which experienced the destruction of the Sabbat and the rise of the Sabbat through them, I can definitely recognize these symbols. The differences between the modern and the old symbols that the clans tend to use are, well, they can be quite different. As you can see, it's a little hard to tell, but this is actually like a version of a coat of arms built into here. That's why it's hard to tell the difference between it. Each clan had their own sort of coat of arms during the old Dark Ages that we used to represent ourselves. It fit with the feelings of the medieval era, of course.
Ah. So, what might something like this signify, then?
Old connections? Maybe? Where'd you get it at?
I picked it up from Francisco's room. I understand he's no longer here. It seemed that most of his things were gone, aside from a few clothes and a few other trinkets.
Well. Well, I'm not sure why they left it, but might be a remnant from the olden days. I can guess that if it is old clan Lasombra, there are a few from here which were around in those olden days, though I guess their strength was much younger then, back in those days. A mess. Just a mess.
Interesting. Was the event successful for you?
It seems like it was. The money was raised, and everything seemed to have gone decently.
Wonderful.
Well, I will be on my way then.
Excellent.
I'll be leaving. Tell Dawn and Mio that I said hi.
I will, although I'm sure Dawn would be more interested in the greetings from your wives.
All right.
Just walks off, just does nothing. Just nope.
Oh, man. Okay.
So what's the plan now?
I guess go and just check the locker.
Okay. You can head to the airport. Are you planning on leaving then, or?
I was gonna say we can check the locker on our way, like when we leave.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I mean, do we have anything left to do here anyway? Or are we just gonna, like, wait till the next day and then leave?
Well, if we knew where Helena was, well, we can't leave yet because we still need to present the head to our prince.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's why I said wait till the next day, then leave.
Right.
Just to wrap up what we were doing. But
if we knew where Helena was, I could try and disguise myself as some random guy and offer the letter and say basically some semblance of some guy told me to hand you this and to trade it for the other thing. He's going to take it there himself, he says. But
yeah,
if we can't figure out where she is, we can't do that.
That's why it might be a good idea to check the locker now. It may have some clue as to where they're meeting up. If they are meeting up.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
So I feel like it's
Although,
the best
is the airport under Elysium or is the airport free game?
Airport's free game.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a very public place, so no one ever does anything at said airport.
Airports are very, very busy even at night.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
True.
There's way too much business there for it to be a threat usually. Airports, just because most things don't want to alert the world that there's supernatural stuff there, so why cause trouble in a place where it's very easy to do so?
Okay. Alright. Well, would you like to go to the airport and see what's in the locker? I think I might spend some time I'm a bit peckish, you might say.
Got it.
Okay. Why don't we take our first break here as Emil heads to the airport and Nathan gets some food, and maybe we'll get to the point where we'll be able to wake up Dawn.
Yeah,
keep
I'll
hoping.
probably be
As
next.
soon
Yeah.
It keeps being
Having a
pushed.
good time.
She's just resting.
Yeah.
We just had to finish up a couple things here, but it's just taking a little while.
It is taking a little while.
Not having to be the muscle, it's great, you know?
You know, you can relax.
Yep.
You're taking a vacation.
Yeah.
You know, Tantus, this would be so much easier, and we would be back in New York already if that stupid cup had just been in the...
I know. I know.
Apparently, so did Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I planned for how he was going to hide it in case you tried to do something beforehand, you know?
Yep, that makes sense and
Uh-huh.
sucks.
Uh-huh.
At least you rolled well enough to find that key.
Mm-hmm.
Or those
Yeah.
keys.
You did.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, if it is in just the safety deposit box, or if it is just at the airport, we never would have found it.
I had some alternate plans if you weren't very, very good in that. You know, I had some things in place just in case to see how things would work out. But anyway, we'll take our
All
break
right.
here. If you need to grab some drink, grab a snack, go to the restroom, go ahead and do it, and we'll be back in a little bit.